I have created a life that is exciting and fun. I love what I do. I love taking pictures. I love people. It inspires me and it rejuvenates my soul. There's no time like now to do something that makes you happy. I'm professional photographer Lesley Bohm, and I do what I love. I've been taking pictures ever since I was a little girl. I picked up my dad's camera. It was always in my consciousness, and art was always available. We always went to museums, and we always saw lots of art. So when I picked up the camera, it just was one of those intrinsic things that I just felt comfortable and at home. Holding a camera in my hand is like an extension of my arm and myself and my words. It just is a part of me. It's just a tool that enables me to be able to talk to people and make people comfortable, and then of course create something like a photograph that is timeless. My parents are still together after all these years. Very intelligent people. My dad was a professor, he's now retired, and my mom worked at the university, and there was always a very high expectation that I should go to college and be somebody. Go all the way through, be a teacher, you know, do something academic. So I did really well in academics, but I always found from early on, I knew that's not what I wanted to do. My sister could go to the university and my parents are at the university. I'm gonna do something different. So it was my rebel self that made me go as far away from that as I could. So I was being a rebel and being an artist and just trying to create my own business, maybe as a way of not doing what they wanted. So my journey started in high school, and I created a whole personality for myself as a photographer. I became the school photographer and had a few art shows, and then I applied to art school and got in. It was hard to get in, and I spent 4 years in art school. And then after art school, I was in Vancouver. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go to a place where it had so many people, I would never be able to stop taking pictures of people, and LA was the place. I showed up in LA with $500 in my pocket, really naive, but I left everything behind. I came here and I just said, here I am and let's start. When I first got to LA, I worked at a law office for a month, answering phones. And after a month in Century City, in a big tall building, doing something I absolutely hated, I got out of that and went, I am never gonna do this again, and I'm gonna do what I love, even though in the beginning there wasn't a lot of money. But I made it work, you know. My rent way back when was $333. All I had to do was take a few pictures and I could pay rent and a few things and everything was fine. So it really wasn't until my 30s when I really decided to really knuckle down and be a business. I was doing what I was doing, but I wasn't really focused like, oh, this is a business and I've got a market. You know, I just assumed it was word of mouth and people would just send me work, and it just worked out for a long time like that until it didn't. And then that's when I really had to buckle down and really figure it out and really go, oh, I've been doing this for so long. I was so blessed to just have work come and people loved me and loved what I did. I've created a really great reputation for myself, but even so, you still need to push and market. And so it's usually just the almighty dollar that made me kind of get inspired to get up and go and really push harder. There was a time where I had some doubts about staying in the business, because it's hard, I gotta tell you. First of all, I'm female. I started out in a business that is primarily male. When I first started way back when, I was one of a few that were in this business. Now there's a lot more. And I had to make sure that I just kind of kept a straight line and didn't get lost in too much of the struggle. And I had to actually keep into the soul and the heart and realize that this is really what I love to do and really what I want to do, and it's what makes me feel the best in the whole wide world. And so I had to just persevere And whenever I hit a struggle, what I had to do is then assess my whole situation, business-wise, creatively, whatever it was, and wherever I was having a snag, why wasn't the money coming in, what was happening, and then I had to address it and shift and then keep moving on, but in a different direction. I really worked on myself, self-confidence, my willing to look at all the things that were stopping me from moving forward one way or the other. I helped myself out by going to seminars and listening to people speak and working with some people that helped me through a lot of my blockages, shall we say. And then I noticed that when I worked through my inner issues, then the outer things shifted. So basically the business shifted and more money came in and clients came in because they could see the inner shift. Even if you didn't know it yourself, you keep working on these problems, then people are attracted to you once you get rid of all the negative talk in your head. My priorities are family, health, right? And after you have family and health, my success in business would be my work and what I do, and am I helping people, am I changing people? Success definitely means I've been in LA running a business for over 25 years and I'm still here and I'm still doing it and I still love what I do. My idea of success has changed. In my 20s and 30s I thought, oh, it's just about getting a lot of money and I'll get to a certain level and work with all these clients and everything will be great. Well, guess what happened? I had children. So having children changes your whole life, and being a single mom and raising two daughters really shifts your priorities. So being a success to me is raising two wonderful human beings and creating a life and a business that they can look at me and say, oh my God, my mom's been doing something all these years and she is successful. She runs her business, and to see the light in their eyes. Actually, really, that is it. They just think, oh my God, my mom's awesome. I gotta tell you, that's success. But really what I think success is that I've taught my daughters that they can go out into the world and they can do anything they want. They can get a job and they can be hired by someone, but they also can go and create something in their life that they're happy with and that they can be successful and happy in their world, whatever that may be. Well, knowing what it takes to be in LA and doing what I've done for this many years, you need to be determined and you just need to keep at it. There's lots of times you just want to kick back and go skiing, which is what I want to do. But I think when you really love what you do, you have to be persistent and just keep knocking on the door. The door changes, the people behind the door changes, but you have to make sure that you are consistent in your marketing practices, your business practices, and then always with your vision. Like my vision has always been very clean, beautiful, amazing, wonderful pictures for people, no matter what they do. And then along the years and the decades, I just have been persistent in being who I am, which is really important, and then obviously keeping my marketing up. I think my story is important because I think it's universal. I think there are a lot of people out there that don't know what they want to do in their life, and if they see someone who's doing something that they really love, it hopefully will inspire them to do something in their life that they love, and then they can be happier, and then they can share in the world. And I think that we're in this world, this life, to share. I mean, if we all just kept it all inside, then it wouldn't work. The whole reason why I have so much fun in my photo sessions is I'm sharing. I get to share somebody else's life, my life. We get to come together and create, and it's just fantastic. I love it.